The first tip, if you want to serve over the net a little bit better, is you want to find the middle of the ball and hit a little bit under that, especially if you're shorter. When you hit under that, it makes the ball go up. When you're in the front row, you want to hit on top of it because it makes the ball go down. So when you're serving, you want to make sure to hit it up like this. Okay. The second tip that you want to work on is where you want to hit the ball with your hand. Most coaches don't really talk about this, but I think it's important. You want to hit the ball with the hard part of your wrist. Some players, they kind of hit the ball a little bit too high, like right here. I think this spot's a little bit better because it's harder, like I said. It's a little bit softer up here. I mean, you can still hit the ball from up here, but you'll have more power if you hit from down here. If you go like this, you can feel how hard it is. A little slappy up here. I kind of compare it like, you want to hit the ball with a baseball bat, not like a fly swatter. So I would try that out and see if it helps you. So another reason you want to use this swing method compared to this punch method is because you can get a little bit more momentum. I believe the term is torque, and I think that just like is power coming from a turn. It's not really coming from a muscle, it's coming from like momentum from the turn. So I would try that out, and that's another reason why you would want to use that method. I think this is the fourth tip. So my fourth tip is to, instead of thinking of not missing, I would more focus on where exactly you would like to serve. And I've been adding this to my game a lot recently because serving has actually been one of my weakest points, but it's because I think I was scared of missing. I really want to put all my focus and attention into finding a person that I want to serve, or finding a seam that I want to serve, or maybe short, because if I train my mind to try to go after a goal, that's going to be putting my mind in a better context for success rather than thinking of not missing. If you think about not missing, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, or you're going to only see yourself missing and trying not to miss. It's going to scare you. It's not going to put you in the right state of mind. So I would test this out. You could try this out yourself. You don't have to trust me, but I would say practice trying to serve a spot, and then practice thinking about not missing, and see what you like better. I would think that looking at a spot and picking that spot is a lot better. Okay, now my final tip for those that can't really serve over the net would be to practice stepping into the serve. So I see a lot of new players, they just stand there and they serve the ball, no movement with the feet, but we can generate a lot more power if we just use a little bit of a forward movement. We could leverage or use to our best, or use that power and momentum that we gain by stepping forward quickly. It's kind of like an approach but on the ground. So it's just 3-step approach. You could use 2-step, you could use 1-step, you could use 4 if you want, but I don't really teach that. All that matters is that you kind of step into it and then hit the ball. If you don't step into it and you're just standing right there, you're just gonna use your back muscles. And if you're strong enough, that's okay. Like, let's say you've been swimming a lot of your life, or you've played another sport, maybe like baseball. You might have those muscles, but if you're not doing anything else, it might be a little bit underdeveloped. So I would use the feet. Okay, so another tip that I have is you want to think about how hard you're making your hand. Some players, I've noticed, they don't really think about it, and they naturally just flop with their hand, they just slap it. What you want to do is you kind of want to make it firm, but not like really too firm. It's somewhere in between that. It's kind of like a balance. I would test how hard you want to make your wrist by yourself and see what kind of works for you. Also, another tip that I had that I learned in Santa Barbara, a girl that was a really good server, she used to serve the ball, and after she hit the ball, she kind of finished. She kept her hand up there. She didn't just like and not think about it. She boom holds, and I think if you do that, you can build like a reference spot. So if you notice that you hit the ball really well to the left back and you got an ace and you held it there, then you have a visual cue on what looks like a really good serve. Let's say I hit it out too far to the left, it goes out to the left, and I notice my hand is kind of facing that way, then I will start to realize that's not where I want to serve, and that might help you. I would test that out too.